do that, Rose? Why do you make up stories?
It wouldn't feel right to live anymore, you know? If a kid dies, it wouldn't feel fair to live.
Sophia, Dorothy's not dying.
How do you know, Rose?
I know.
Oh, now, honey, she's right. I know, too, and I'm a writer.
2, you seldom bump your head. 3, the world thinks you're cute. You think Danny DeVito got to be famous with his good looks? There's nothing wrong with being small, kid, but it is wrong to cheat. If you learn in life to follow the rules and play fair, you'll be heads above the crowd.
I wonder where she is. She's almost 2 hours late.
Oh, they probably had traffic. I bet she slept with him.
I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't.
Well, I sure couldn't be with a man I liked and abstain.
You know, I abstained after Stan and I split up. But it wasn't a...
Well, what do you think?
Ma, this is a rundown old concession stand.
You can't live here.
We're not living here. We leased it.
It took every dime we had.
You about the same thing. I'm not going.
What?
Don't faint, but you were right when you said I should go out and make new friends. So, I took your advice. I met some nice people at the center, and this weekend we're all going to Cancun. Looks like you and what's-his-name will have to go to the Bahamas without me.
You just met the...
I'll get the baby's things.
Come on, it's 6:30. We're already 5 minutes behind schedule. Rose, before you bring in the sauce, tell us what ingredient you added.
Well, I don't want to spoil the surprise. I'll give you a hint. They're sugary and they're great.
Is that you, Rose? Well, how are you? Fine, Ingrid. How are you? Oh, fine. What nice talking to you. Hi, Rose.
have each other. And I'll tell you the truth, when we had the money, we did crazy, ridiculous things. To be honest, I'm glad it's gone.
Girls, my cousin who took baby just sent us a letter.
Oh, please let there be cash in it. I can't stand being poor another day. Oh, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I'm not available. Unless, of course, you like jazz.
Well, I've got Dizzy Gillespie back at my place.
Does he like jazz?
Why don't we find out?
Okie dokie, Daddy-o.
A dime.
And they'll even run your picture and let you use up to 100 words in your biography.
How do you know that?
Rumor.
Well, I suppose I could try it, but I could never, ever see myself going out with a man I met that way.
Honey, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Blanche, you make it sound like I'm the only woman in Miami.
But you know, my room's next to Blanche's.
Boy, something smells good in here. What's for lunch?
It's cat food, Sophia.
Is that seafood medley?
Yes, it is.
They used to feed that to us every Sunday at the home.
Oh, they did not make you eat cat food at Shady Pine.
Oh, girls,
Well, what's the matter? Where's David?
I don't know where he is. He wasn't on the plane.
come on, Dorothy. I'll help you move your things back to your room.
Please, come on, Blanche. Now, calm down, calm down. He probably missed the plane. It can happen to anyone.
I missed a plane once. And else. How did you know that, Dorothy?
I'm clairvoyant, Rose.
You're so lucky. I get into a pool, I sink like a stone. But how did you know about Blanche?
Stuck here on Valentine's Day with the three of you. Oh, this is the worst day. You know what I think? I think I can handle this relationship with Dirk. I'm going out with him Saturday night.
Was there ever any doubt?
Momentarily. This is strictly off the record, but Dirk's nearly 5 years younger than I am. Of course, on the other hand, she is off on a romantic cruise, so maybe he'll fall in love with her and she'll come home happy. I'm a dead woman. Angelo.
Sweet.
We cooking outdoors.
Ma, we're having a barbecue.
Do you know what they call cooking meat over an open fire in Sicily?
No, what?
Poverty.
Gee, those steaks smell good.
What do you know, Rose? You thought you could go out in the ocean and catch fish sticks.
Oh, I just love barbecue. I don't know, honey. I don't need it on my thigh.
Who's she going out with?
Harry, again.
Harry. Who is this Harry?
All Blanche said was he still has his own teeth and hair.
Oh, it is wonderful dating in Miami. All the single men on...
Big party, huh?
Well, I haven't been to any discotheques yet, if that's what you mean. Actually, my brother Arnie dragged me out tonight. This is my first date.
You mean
Jokester, huh, Dorothy?
And speaking of joke stand, that is some toupee you've got. Oh, Rose, I'd like you to meet my ex-husband, Stan Zbornak.
Hello.
And this is his hair.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
it's incredible.
You know what? She's in the other room starting to clear up. We can't let her do that.
Oh, you're right. Come on. She's done enough for one night.
Ma, now listen, you're...
Oh, boy. I ate too much congealy.
What's the matter?
I got a bubble.
Why are you rubbing your chest?
The bubble is...
How much longer are we going to circle the airport, Rose? You want to bring this baby in?
Well, when she took the puppy to get his shots, the vet told her the bad news. He said, Mary Jane, this is no chihuahua. This is a rat.
And when the time's right, see you at my place.
Ma, Mr. Hernandez has to go.
I'm meeting the wife and kids.
We can start by ruling out the obvious. Does Sophia have any friends who are or ever have been circus fire eaters?
No.
Would she like to meet some?
Dorothy, don't you worry. Now, we'll get to the bottom of this. Lord knows we've worked our way out of tight spots before.
Okay, Mrs. Hawkins. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about your mother's history.
Picture it. Sicily, 1900. An olive-skinned woman set sail for the New World.
I was talking about her medical history.
So was I. You think that was a pleasure cruise?
Massive unemployment. Now I'm going into my room. Call me when the cops come.
We're all employed, Dorothy, except your mother. I wouldn't call that massive.
Good night, Rose. Go to sleep, sweetheart. Pray for brains.
You couldn't eat, and without eating, you wouldn't be able to go on a diet. And if you couldn't do that, what will you do for the rest of your life? Was I harsh?
And they live in St. Olaf's?
Yes.
Oh, you must be very proud of them.
I am. So when was it you visited St. Olaf?
Oh, Lord, it must be 50 years ago now. I went to a wedding.
Hi, Rose. Tell me, did you get a chance to play around with those lyrics I gave you?
Yeah, listen to this.
Hey, that sounds great. Let's take it from the top.
From the top. Oh, that sounds so musical.
You sure you're not going to say I told you so? You're a good person, Dorothy. You want some?
Ah, wonderful. Half a pound of cholesterol.
Are you sure you don't want to go take a ride and look at our swamp?
Not like this before. I was one of the smartest people in St. Olaf. I was a fool to think we could have a relationship. Please apologize to him for me. I'd do it, but it would just sound stupid.
And that meant a lot to me. I spent a long time searching for someone exactly like Rose Nyland. I never found her. And now I know why. There's no one exactly like Rose Nyland.
Oh, buddy.
Charlie carried those
Happy lives without men.
Oh, who?
Well, Inga Lundqvist.
Who was she, some Swedish lesbian?
She was a neighbor of ours.
Not by chance the one who shredded her husband with some farm machinery.
Yes. And she never remarried, and she led a very happy rest of...
This we learned, oh, that's what's not funny, and because seriously, if they can't get a laugh with it, you have to go back to the drawing board. And these women were such pros. They were talking about their table reads. They were miraculous. When these women had those scripts in their hands and would read.
To share an old-fashioned Christmas with some other people.
At gunpoint?
Would you stay here and spend Christmas with me if I just asked you?
No.
Well, but why would you want to spend Christmas with a bunch of total strangers?
Have one thing in black that isn't see-through.
Boy, Dorothy, it's good you got over your fear of flying.
Oh, right.
Oh, the way you used to carry on. Remember when we went to your Uncle Michael's wedding in Arizona? Right before we boarded the plane, you threw yourself on the ground, kicking and screaming?
Lee, I'll just be baggage there.
I know a place where you're needed.
Where?
Here. Rose? Oh, stay with me, honey.
Oh, Blanche, that's very nice, but you're going to want to get on with your own life. I mean, you'll want to find a relationship.
I want my best.
No one deserves that kind of treatment, Dr. Budd. No one. I suspect had I been a man, I might have been taken a little bit more seriously and not told to go to a hairdresser.
Look, I am not going to sit here anymore.
Shut up, Louis.
Well, Marguerite, I guess we just let our superstitions get the best of us, and I think we owe you an apology.
No, I owe you an apology. Because you're right, I'm a lousy housekeeper. I feel like such a silly goose.
Like to have fun, and we sure had a good time last year, didn't we, partner?
It was okay.
You know, maybe I should get a partner and enter that tournament. You know, I used to be a pretty decent bowler.
Decent bowler. You were a fabulous bowler, 180 average. 180?
Come on.
And those look like Blanche's red shoes.
And aren't they her diamond earrings and gold bracelet?
That little floozy stole Blanche's clothes.
It's like having Agatha Christie right here in our kitchen.
Well, then, so what is it, Stanley?
I'll show you. It's time. Let me turn it up.
Hi, it's me, Stan Zbornak, and you may be wondering why I'm dressed like a potato.
That's what's different.
It's because I've invented the Zaborni, America's first baked potato opener. Now you can open...
Remember prom night 1946?
Why? What happened?
I don't know. I'm that somebody.
No, I think what Ma's referring to is a little practical joke that Trudy played on me. You know, all of us on the tennis team decided that we would wear our tennis whites to the prom. Well, I showed up, but...
Ew, I would have done it on the first date.
No, I felt terrible about doing it, but Raymond and I need our privacy.
Why don't you just tell Sophia how you feel?
Oh, it'll hurt her feelings, and right now, we're the only friends she has.
Oh, I think that's sweet.
I think it's unnatural, and I'm from the South. I mean...
Oh, Sophia! Dorothy!
What? Oh, God, I don't know how to tell you this.
What?
Oh, it's about your mother.
Ma!
Oh, my God, and the dog. I think he ate your mother.
Ma!
Some attack dog. He hid under the table, peed on the floor, and ran out the back.
Ma.
Are you talking to me?
What, Blanche?
Don't even speak to me, Rose. What you did was that. You have another date with Ken.
Oh, Sophia, do you believe it? And I thought my head was spinning from the splash of vino in my lemonade.
Sophia, you don't put wine in your lemonade.
No. You're right, I don't. It was a...
Fed twice a day. Walk her after her second meal. And don't give her anything liquid after 10.
Hey, what is this? You're talking about me like I'm an animal. You've been with a man, haven't you?
Honey.
Well, it's been a long day, especially for you, Blanche. But I'm really enjoying this. Sitting here, just the three of us, having a quiet cup of coffee together.
Sophia, I said abhorred.
Abhorred, a slut, a tramp, it's all the same.
Ma, we're talking about Rose.
Yeah, lately she's been abhorred too.
Frankly, I am worried. You tell us what was going on.
Because you can't help me find a job. Because nobody or nothing can make me young again.
Oh, right, Rose. So your life isn't the same as it used to be. The rules have changed, but it's happened before, hasn't it? I mean, what did you do after Charlie died? Last year.
What did you do last year, Sophia?
What are you, deaf? She just told you. I try to juggle eggs.
Hi, Rose.
Hi.
What's the matter, honey? Is something wrong?
I'm concerned about nuclear war.
Of all the things you could have inherited from your father, you had to pick this damn gambling disease.
Oh, Ma, will you get off my back? Now, come on, you don't have to worry about me. I had a nice day at the track, and that's that. And Pop did not have a problem.
Dorothy, I spent too many years denying your father's addiction.
Sense of humor. Does it bother you that I gain weight?
Oh, I'm just so glad to have you back again. Listen, let's go and I'll show you where you'll be staying so you can unpack your things.
Now I understand why she's sleeping in Blanche's bed. We know it can support the weight of an average female and 2 Venezuela soccer players.
Barry Glick, Mom, look. Barry Glick. Oh, boy, did I have the hots for him. He says he wants to get together next week.
You gonna see him?
See him? If he's within 50 pounds of where he used to be, I'm gonna marry him. Oh, Barry Glick.
Angela, that was the best meal I've ever had in my life.
Well, how good could it have been? You left half of it.
I ate every bite.
From the second he stepped out on the stage, I don't know. Something happened.
You fainted, that's what happened. I spent the rest of the evening in the ladies' room trying to revive you. It wasn't until a couple years later that I got another chance to see Sinatra. Stan bought tickets for my birthday, but 2 weeks before the concert, he...
Excuse me, we're supposed to have reservations for the second show. The name is Devereaux.
Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, I don't seem to have you listed.
Oh, well, maybe it's under the name of Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth? Mm-hmm. You not here to see Big Daddy Hollingsworth?
Yes, we are.
I'm sorry, you just missed.
Never forget career day at my high school. It was a turning point in my life. That was the day I decided I was going to marry a man who had one.
Anyway, as I was saying, teaching has many rewards, but none so great as knowing that you passed on the tradition.
Oh, we don't want to stay.
Oh, yes, we do. We have to, but just for the one night.
Well, there's no need to be embarrassed. We're not here to judge you. We're just here to keep you safe and warm till morning. Let me get you some pillows. I'll be right back.
Blanche, this is insane.
Dorothy, I'm not leaving here without that jacket.
I'm with Blanche. We've come this far.
After we get inside, we can all split up and look for it.
Here are your pillows.
This is pretty trivial, really. I'll do fine with what God gave me. Having Lillian here made me realize that my problems are pretty trite.
I suppose something like this does make your breasts seem rather small.
I've settled here in Florida recently.
Oh.
Maybe you and your daughter could join me for an afternoon at the zoo one day soon?
My daughter and I would love that.
Well, I'll give you a call. Are you in the book?
Bold print. That is our absolute limit.
Next, we have Community Property by Jasper de Kimmel. This is a small piece, but certainly one which will be worth many times its current value someday.
Like tomorrow.
Keeping a secret just isn't your strong suit, is it, Rose?
Lives a living hell. If I wasn't fighting for a warm blanket, I was fighting for food. If I wasn't fighting for food, I was fighting for the shuffleboard equipment. I just threw that in to see if you were paying attention. Anyway, the storm broke, and through the mist and the haze, I saw the beautiful lady.
Where do you go to school, Michael?
Well, college isn't really my style. I attend the School of Life.
Really? A lot of people go there when they can't get accepted anywhere else.
Cute.
Oh, Bridget, I know you're hungry after your trip, honey. I fixed all your favorite things.
Oh, it looks delicious.
Wait a minute. Where are the little wooden...
Well, before we open the doors, I just want to thank you all for taking time away from your own Christmas to provide Christmas for some that are less fortunate. We promise to turn away no one, remembering how Mary and Joseph were turned away at the end.
Reverend Avery, it's always puzzled me. Why didn't Mary and Joseph call ahead for reservations?
Your sign's drooping again, Dorothy. Now, what's the matter?
It's Ken. I don't know which end is up. He called me this morning. He wants me to travel with the circus. I'm afraid we're going to have to call it quits.
Oh, honey, I'd think twice before I cut that guy off. At your age, how many chances at the brass ring do you have left?
Bruno Bonafiglio.
Ma, I was asleep.
So was I. That's when it came to me. Picture this. Sicily, 1922. The village is in a terrible wine crisis. It's the peak of the wine season.
Over in a shot.
Well, I do care about him. I just have some things I have to do.
But like what?
Oh, look, I'm trying to keep this relationship casual. If I go to that hospital, I'm in and there's no getting out.
Don't be silly. All you have to do is follow the orange line down the middle of the hallways. They lead right to the elevators.
I know what you're going through. The bottom line is, if you take a chance in life, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But honey, if you don't take a chance, nothing happens.
I'm going to take a chance.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, I have to look in my closet. I don't even know what to wear. The trout almondine looks nice, doesn't it?
The trout? Well, I'm not sure. Oh, yes, it does. Good. Mm-hmm. That Chateaubriand that couple over there is eating looks even better.
Then, Miles, have it.
Irreplaceable, you.
Dorothy, I just had a terrible nightmare.
Ma, what was it?
This. Break it up. Stanley, think of me as the Berlin Wall. Try to climb over me, and you'll know what Bob...
But we thought the second show doesn't start until 9.
It doesn't, but after the first show, the management canceled his booking.
Oh, I was afraid that would happen. Do you know where he went?
I guess he's backstage somewhere.
You go on, honey. Talk to him. We'll wait right here.
Thank you.
Opened up to me this way and poured out such crap.
Didn't buy any of it, huh?
Not true. I believe you're scared. You know, you've just discovered something most of us have known for years. That life doesn't always turn out exactly the way you love.
I beg your pardon. Why, when I submit to a man's advances, it is with my consent. A woman has the option to say no. Honey, you weren't given that option. You were given nitrous oxide. By the way, Blanche, when did you ever say...
Pressing. Whose wake is it anyway?
Mine.
What time?
No, she's serious. Next Friday, Sophia's going to throw her own wake. Food, drinks, music. The only difference will be she'll be alive. God willing. What are you doing?
talking about?
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
I'm married.
What?
It's not a good marriage, Dorothy. It was over years ago.
I can't believe... Hootenanny is marginal, and I refuse to accept salami.
I have to go put up some fresh coffee. I'm expecting that lady from the catering company, and I don't want her to think I'm a bad hostess.
Salami, please.
I never had this trouble when I worked alone.
Oh? When you worked alone, the only thing you could rhyme with go was...
You're angry.
I am not.
Yes, you are. I can tell. When you're really angry, you purse your little lips so tight they almost disappear. See?
Have her lips come out yet?
What's your definition of a boyfriend?
Any man you bring to a fevered pitch of uncontrollable ecstasy.
Oh! 56.
Excuse me?
I had a...
Oh, Angelo, actually, we've all been deceitful, too. Stanley and I are divorced. I hope you're not disappointed.
No, I'm thrilled. I never liked him. He's a yahtzee.
And we're not. I am the smartest woman in the whole world.
And I am the pygmy queen.
No, wait a minute. Blanche, what would you say if I got a permit that would let you have as many people stay here as you want?
What? Oh, that's terrific. Rose, this says I'm going to turn...
I don't know what to say.
Is it just your heart that's clogged or your ears too? Let me start again. A half a pound of lox, a dozen bagels assorted, no poppy, 2 prune Danish, 6 sour pickles, and a container of cream cheese.
Come in.
Long time. Boy, you're pretty young. What brings a guy like you up here?
A lunatic. I'm a police officer, see? I was working a political rally at the Civic Center when this madman pulls out a revolver and he starts blasting away from the roof. I took a bullet pulling a baby carriage out of the line of fire. How about you?
Same. Great. Pilgrims are going to be showing up to kiss Dorothy's luncheon meat.
Ma, I know it doesn't mean much to you, but I acted positively and things are improving in my life. I don't know, now I feel that I have the power to make anything happen.
Boy, is it beautiful out there today.
Thank you.
Called me 1 hour before he's supposed to pick me up in his brand new 2-tone Mercedes. He's canceled our date for tonight.
Well, he probably had a good reason.
Oh, he said he had to go and visit his sick mother in the hospital. Did you ever hear such a weak excuse?
His mother isn't in the hospital.
Well, of course she is, but he can visit her anytime. He can only see
Nancy.
Girls?
Would you all like to stay here with us?
Here? Gee, that didn't even cross my mind. What do you think, Max?
Well, there's no pool.
All right. We'll stay, but only for a couple of days. Get the bags, Pumpkin. He likes to eat breakfast.
Will drop dead.
What I mean, Rose, is that if you decide to raise this child, I think I'd like to help you.
Really? Now, wait a minute, girls. If you both feel you want to raise this child, why, I might even consider it myself.
But I thought you said you didn't want to be a mother again.
But I meant by myself. As long as...
Okay, Bernice and I had been separated emotionally for years when I met Dorothy, and right or wrong, I've never been anything but grateful that that happened. What else you want to know about me?
Sophia, I think it's time you stopped subjecting this nice man to the 3rd degree.
And my Esther. Sophia, I think we got a problem here.
Is there anything we can do, Sophia?
Go get 2 cheesecakes and wait up for me. I have a feeling the 4 of us will be talking till dawn. If I like him, I give him the wrong directions. Have any visitors today?
Mom and Dad were by this morning. They brought comic books.
I never let my boy Phil read comic books. Of course, when he was 16, we shared an underwear drawer.
Did you bring me anything today?
Make way for the victors.
You won the big game?
No, Rose, we lost, and we all changed our names to Victor. Of course we won. Now it's time for ice cream.
Yeah! Good going, guys.
Guess it's time to turn in.
I guess.
You're not tired.
Not really.
Me neither. Do you feel like dancing?
Oh, I'd love to. I can be dressed and back in that ballroom in 10 minutes.
No, Rose.
Well, the only reason I gave it to you is to hide that wart.
Oh, my God, it can't be. It is Count Bessie.
And Angela, that chicken that you cooked the other night, didn't you say you got...
See, you just have a little tickle in your throat. All right, come on, let's go. Jump on. Come on, let's
Blanche,
go.
please, please, my body aches.
Well, so does mine, honey. That's why I want to go out on this date.
Sophia! Rose, what are you doing in the bathroom?
Ma, this is the kitchen.
Oh, boy, if this is the kitchen, I'm poaching an egg in the toilet.
Rose, this is insane. Honey, you have to learn how to say no.
Hey, why don't you just sit down here with us and relax for a while? What do you say we have our usual?
Great idea. I'll get the bowls and the spoons.
I'll get the ice cream.
I'll get the chocolate sauce and the whipped cream. Oh, wait a minute. Did anybody see a piece of paper with some direct...
And a hint of turbulence.
This is Captain Malone again. Looks like we're running right into the eye teeth of a big tropical storm.
I'm a dead woman.
Fortunately, that means we're going to have to turn around and return to Miami. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Did you hear that, girls? We're saved.
Around here. And besides, you have your own friends, don't you?
Well, I've sort of lost touch with my new beach friends. Well, that's okay. I'm a loner. A rebel. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually living right on the beach.
Think how much damage it could do if it fell into the wrong hands.
Rose, are you going to be very much longer?
Not now, Dorothy. This man is still very down about his financial situation. He was one of the principal...
Nice pants, Rose. It means you won't get your diploma.
Yeah? Well, you have a big behind.
Oh, Rose, please, let's try to keep this at an adult level. And if you want to talk behinds, they could show how the West was won on yours.
Dorothy, I can't finish this picture.
Why not?
I can't paint a horse from memory.
What you need is a model.
I know a place where you can see a horse. I know a place where you can see horses and lots of little men in silk pants with whips. Or you could go to the racetrack instead. Well, I'll never understand what Jean doesn't see in the opposite sex, but hey, if that's what makes her happy, that's fine by me.
There's one other thing.
Jean thinks she's in love with Rose.
Rose? Jean has the hots for Rose? I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
Try my cupcakes. How would that make you feel?
I'd like to think I'd understand.
Oh, good. Good. I was hoping that's what you would say. What?
I'm sorry. It's just the idea of Miles wanting to... Oh, look, 2 more mimes pretending to kill yourself. I'm gonna have some fun with it. They weren't mimes, were they?
Force them to grade junior high English essays. Kids today can't write the English language. The characters in The Grapes of Wrath are so real that it's interesting.
Weren't they?
Afternoon.
Stop here. This isn't stuff. This is my life.
Well, why are you bringing your life into our living room?
There have been some robberies in Rocco's building, and he asked me to store his valuables.
Yeah, but Ma, we don't have enough space for this stuff.
Don't worry, I have plenty of space in my room. Come on, Rocco.
And listen, when the two of you go in there, I want you to leave.
Not the doctor. You see? George is the only man to ever see me naked.
Get out of here.
Well, except for Charlie, of course.
Get out of here.
And the vet.
A beautiful young woman with breasts not unlike Brigitte Nielsen, except hers moved when she skipped. She comes walking down a picturesque country road when suddenly a yellow Rolls Royce pulls up and blocks her path.
Oh, who was in the Rolls?
I'm busy.
What are you doing?
It's Tuesday night. I'm cleaning out my purse.
Did all that stuff come out of your purse?
No, I was also cleaning out my ears. That's where the phenomenon in the rain bonnet came from.
Sophia, why are you in such a bad mood?
Forget with the missing link tonight?
Ma, I told you I am not seeing Stan anymore. I remember the tears that man caused me, the hatred I felt, and I don't need that grief again.
Good, because I worry about you. You're still my little girl, you know, no matter how big you get.
Oh, thanks, Ma. You know, I'd get up there and tell a few jokes about the teachers, about the cafeteria food. Ma, do you remember, you call this tapioca?
Timeless.
The kids really liked me. I mean, they laughed. I felt great. Oh, sweetheart, you're now in exactly the same position.
Not exactly. I'm 5 years older, and nobody wants me around.
Oh, honey, we want you around. We just can't afford to pay you.
Rose, look at me. Rose, listen, you are feeling sorry for yourself.
Wendell, I called you paisan, friend, brother of the scalp. Because if I may get philosophical for just one moment, I've always believed we bald men are like any other minority. That's why we have to stick together.
Who you calling bald?
Nobody. Just
Diet Cocoa, I'm going out again tomorrow.
Oh, hi, Dorothy. How was the funeral?
It was a humdinger, Blanche. We closed the place.
Where's Sophia?
She's taking this pretty hard. I guess she needs a couple.
Next day, she sat me down, gave me a stern lecture, and kicked me out of school. Only I didn't care. I knew what ecstasy was. All she could do was walk around with a dictionary on her head. All right, look, maybe you don't feel like talking to me or to each other, but at least talk to your children. Tell 21, and they still don't come to you because they think you weren't there for them. I have a pretty tough time living with that, you know. And I just intend to make damn sure that if the time ever comes, there's going to be somebody there for Emily.
But the way I see it is that you gave Stan to Gloria. But Stan is not a stick. He's not a Betsy Wetsy. He's not a rubber ball. He's a man.
You are so wise.
I listen to a lot of talk radio. I think you love...
What's inside a pit or a pearl? This is a 25-cent nectarine.
Fine, sold.
Well, don't stand there like a bump on a pickle. Give the man a quarter. It's my eye.
Now, about the tree. I got a copy of our property map at the courthouse this morning, and as you can clearly see, the tree is yours.
Oh. I'm not gonna move it. Not after what she did.
You have to. So I don't approve of you and Gloria, but if you honestly love her...
You know, I don't think I love her. I'm realizing that maybe I was with her just to make you jealous. It was the same thing with the monkey.
You know something, Stan? I was a little jealous.
Well, Dorothy, it was just an old traffic cone with a monkey head.
Very nice to meet you, too.
Dorothy's done nothing but talk about you for weeks. Rose. Every time she mentions your name, she practically glows.
Rose.
And I think she's really very smitten with you.
Rose.
He's a priest, isn't he?
Full leg, like I told you.
I don't think the woman at the employment agency was interested in my legs.
Grow up. Don't you watch TV? 80% of the women in prime time are switch hitters.
Ma, TV soap operas aren't real life.
I'm not talking characters. I'm talking act, I think.
Listen, Stanley, you're not going to get away with this. I know you're just doing it for the settlement.
What makes you think I'm not doing it out of love for Sophia?
Because you are a liar, a cheat, and a scuzzball.
Sure, dwell on the negative. Sophia, we've got a major problem. The insurance company will...
Problem is, I just don't know what it is you like about me. See, I'm used to men liking me for my looks, at least partly. And you don't.
I sure don't. As a matter of fact, I'm glad I never have to look at you.
Back in St. Olaf with Mrs. Gunderson, our grade school teacher. Oh, she was the nicest woman you'd ever want to meet, but as the years went by, she got her facts a little confused. In biology class, she started telling kids that the human body was made up of 80% Ovaltine. Well, we were studying...
What is our absolute limit?
Next, we have Community Property by Jasper de Kimmel. This is a small piece, but certainly one which will be worth many times its current value someday.
Like tomorrow.
Keeping a secret just isn't your strong suit, is it, Rose?
So. Wait a minute, what's this here? To the fairest rose I've seen until tonight, Mr. Terrific.
He asked me out. We're going to dinner. Can you believe it?
No, actually not. You spent 30 seconds getting an autograph. You don't even know the guy.
You're telling me Al is dead?
Yes.
A heart attack is crazy. He was a runner. He couldn't have a heart attack. I'm talking, so it can't be true. You know what I mean? If I keep talking, it isn't true. All I have to do is...
Blanche, I am impressed. You have really changed your tune.
You know, it's funny how that happened. There I was, staying up last night, coming up with excuses to get out of this. And then it occurred to me. I said, water lily. That's what I call myself sometimes.
The craziest idea. If you can inspire goof-off kids like me, think what you could do with my sales force.
What are you talking about?
Well, it just so happens that I need a motivational trainer, a teacher. You'd be perfect.
Randy Becker, are you offering me a job?
The benefits are pretty good. The pay's great, and you'd have a health plan.
Oh. And Blanche, you were having sex till you were 92. Ooh. And Dorothy, well, you met somebody who couldn't keep his hands off you.
Maybe we ought to let... What's your point?
Sorry to interrupt. Go on.
Well, Dorothy, you have no idea how my sister Virginia and I used to chase after this boy. Well, everybody did. He had it all. Football star, champion debater, class valedictorian.
How long did you and he... And you're talking about his wife. So, did you bring the bimbo?
Chrissy's back in Maui. I just came to sell a piece of property that Dorothy and I bought when we were in Miami on our honeymoon. Just sign on the last page.
Read it first. The last time he had you sign something, I ended up in a home.
I took you.
Look, Ma, you know what I'm talking about. You complain, you belittle.
You know, Dorothy, I think maybe you're being too hard on her. I know how difficult buying shoes can be. Sometimes you get yourself a really good-looking salesman and you try...
Trust me, Rose. Drink it. Slowly. That's right. Down the hatch. We call this Sicilian Sominex. Now, you might feel a slight tingling, but believe me, you'll sleep like a baby.
Yeah, I almost forgot. We need a globe and a Tatler and a Midnight Star and an Enquirer. And I guess maybe one serious news magazine so we know what's going on in the world. One, people. Every night when Rose would go to bed, she'd take the 3 elephants with her because they made her feel so safe and secure.
Elephant dolls.
Right, elephant dolls. Until finally one night they got so sick and tired of Rose annoying them that they went off to sleep someplace else. And 2 big old escaped convicts snuck in through the window and murdered Rose in her sleep.
You don't know how to do it.
Oh, no, I know how to do it.
Thank goodness.
But there's just one little problem. I need a 10-gallon copper pot, 7 feet of aluminum tubing, and a big roll of cheesecloth.
Why didn't you mention this while you were bossing everybody around, Miss Pioneer Dope?
Things were going so...
You will never guess who I just got off the phone with.
Trudy McMahon, your best friend from high school. She's coming to Miami for your high school reunion.
Sophia, that's incredible. You must have ESP.
No, I have a phone extension in my bedroom.
Ma, how many...
If you let me.
Aren't you still 2 pounds below the limit?
Yeah, boy, I hate being small.
Hey, being small isn't all bad. Take it from someone who knows.
You mean you?
You see Billy Barty sitting here? There are big advantages to being small. One, you never outgrow your clothes.
I think he was French or something. He was always sneering and he wore a beret.
We were never allowed to wear berets when I was in high school. It was against the St. Olaf dress code. They did let me wear a paper cap a lot. It was long and pointy.
Sunny Pastures was everything that Ma said it would be.
And how there was crud on the floor, rats in the hallway, and 60 people to every blanket. It wasn't fit for human life. Although in my village in Sicily, it would have been a 2-star motel.
Ma, you're exaggerating, but not by much.
The reason they were so expensive was he had used all imported meats and cheeses.
You know, that story still tickles me just as much as the first time Charlie told it to me.
It just amazes me how much you know about my life with Charlie.
Rose.
Charlie was very stubborn and very dapper.
And then what happened?
And he told me he loved me, and then it was over. And I put a pair of gray flannel pants on him and a blue shirt. Months.
Years.
Look, I agree with everything you're trying to say, but it is not that simple. The woman is my mother, and right now she needs my attention.
Why don't you just tell her how you feel? She'll understand.
You honestly think so?
Sonia.
You? That convinced me. I wonder what Charlie would say if he knew.
Probably the same thing Molly said.
Molly didn't actually say that, Rose.
Honey, you're getting sicker and sicker.
Just like my heroine, sicker and sicker. Though, of course, my heroine doesn't look like you. This is a romantic novel, not science fiction.
Remind me when I feel better to kick the crap out of her. Look, I'm mad enough at myself as it is. I mean, Stanley Zbornak made me weak in the knees. What, you think I'm proud of that?
Who made the first move?
I guess I did. It was dark, and Stan stopped the car. I swear to you, I thought I was setting the parking brake.
He's probably the worst lover I've ever had.
I'll get the ice cream.
I'll get the cheesecake.
I'll get the Etch-a-Sketch. At my age, I need a visual aid.
Okay, in this formation, you're lined up in a wishbone with the U back in motion. Any questions so far?
I've got a question, Coach Rose. Am I an X or an O?
You're an O, Freddie.
What did she model? Car covers?
You'll have to forgive my mother.
It's just that we didn't expect you to be this fat.
Told me you were engaged. What happened?
The war happened. Augustine went off to fight, and I never heard from him again until today.
I wonder why he looked you up after all this time.
Are you kidding? He was crazy about me. I was the only girl in the village who didn't want to be a nun.
Cheerful demeanor that we are talking to a new hospital administrator?
Not even close.
Well, what'd you do, take an antidepressant?
Oh, don't say. But I was depressed, incredibly depressed. I didn't know which way to turn or where to go. So I stopped in at the coffee shop at the Fountain Rock for a root beer float to make me...
Relationship can it be?
Sounds to me like you've already made up your mind.
I guess I have. Yeah, I just didn't know it until just now. Oh, I wish there was some gentle way to tell him.
Oh, take it from me, honey, there is no gentle way to end it with a man. When you're gentle with...
Incidentally, is Walter renting that blue tuxedo again?
Walter never rented a blue tuxedo, and you know it. He owns that blue tuxedo.
Girls, did Jake call? He is half an hour late.
No, Blanche.
Is Jake going to be able to take you to the banquet, or will he have to work here? Here we are, Sophia, the perfect after-dinner treat. A nice dish of Jell-O.
I hate Jell-O. If God wanted peaches suspended in midair, he would have filled them with helium. What? Beat it, Rose.
I know what you're going through. The bottom line is, if you take a chance in life, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But honey, if you don't take a chance, nothing happens.
I'm going to take a chance.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, I have to look in my closet. I don't even know what to wear.
52, Waxahachie, Mississippi. The town 4th of July picnic.
Excuse me?
Can I help you?
Rose Nyland to see Terry Franco.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Nyland. I'm Terry.
Hi. It was so nice of Mr. Moss to see me on such short notice.
I'm sorry. Maybe you misunderstood me on the phone.
Blanche, that is terrible. I hope you told him off.
Well, first I was so stunned I didn't know what to say. And then I marched back up to his desk and I looked him straight in the eye and I said, I'll think it over.
Blanche, there is no...
Once upon a time, on a beautiful spring day, Henny Penny was waking up from a nap under an oak tree when an acorn fell from the tree and hit her on the head. Funny, when I was a little girl in Sicily and they told this story...
Oh, no, listen to this. 9:30 confirmed surgery for the following day.
Surgery? On what?
That's all it says.
Oh, my God.
Oh, now, honey, don't panic. I mean, it may not be anything serious.
Of course it's serious. If it was minor, he would have told me about it. That's why he's been living for the day.
Coming.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I come in?
Before they do a breast exam.
Unfortunately, they do know I'll never walk again.
Oh. Stan, did you hear that?
Yeah, terrible. You got any gum on you?
Stan, these poor people. How can we take advantage of this situation?
Rose, you got it! I don't know how to thank you. Enrique Mas said my report was accurate and concise and very professional. Oh, it's so exciting. Tomorrow I start comparing artificial sweeteners. And next week I get to test crash helmets.
You will leave us out of that. Oh, no. I just have something in my eye.
That's dog love in your eyes.
All right, I admit it. I love dogs. It just breaks my heart that dog is gone.
I know. I felt the same way when I dropped him off. That's why I
It
stopped.
seems sudden, but there is something very important I want to ask you.
Anything, Ted.
May I cut in?
Oh, hell.
Hey, Stan, it's good to see you. What a coincidence, huh? Look, I'll be back at the table. No, it's okay. Hey, we've got all night. You two enjoy, huh?
Gatling, a party of two.
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to finish my crossword puzzle. Now then, Dorothy, would you say you are a very neat person?
Oh, yes. Very, very neat.
Please, you're neat and I wear a D cup.
At that moment, I was convinced.
What would Mrs. Claus say?
Not to mention Mrs. Kleckner.
Who was that?
He's a Santa Claus.
You're kidding. I thought it was Fidel Castro. I meant, what was he doing here?
Blanche picked him up at the mall.
Well, I can't help it. There's something about a man in a Santa Claus.
Rose, I came over as soon as I got rid of the guys. Hey, what were you thinking dashing off that way?
I felt awful. That picture was meant for you.
Stunned. Stunned is the only way to describe how stunned I am.
Just a minute, Blanche. Are you trying to tell us that you are stunned?
Don't you make fun of me, Dorothy Spornak. I just saw the sign-up sheet down at the bowling alley. Rose Dunn. Excellent riveter.
I can understand how you could confuse the two.
Anyway, the point is, guilt is a very bad thing. Story over.
I was just talking to Lily. I hear you're moving with her back to Chicago.
That's right.
Good idea. Now you can ruin your...
Dorothy, stop that. You're making a fool of yourself. Mr. Ha-Ha's looking at you.
Are you Dorothy Spornak?
That's right.
Get up on stage, Dorothy!
Get bent, ha-ha.
Come on, kids. Let's give Dorothy a great big ha-ha cheer! Ha-ha!
Home phone number. Now, if you really want that degree, you'll use it. You catch my drift?
Oh. Oh. I'm beginning to like her.
Me too.
You're gonna have a lot of fun together.
Oh, Dorothy, nobody can replace you.
Oh, Dorothy, I can't believe it. You're going to walk down that aisle and you won't be home tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
Fair to Holly. Now, I spent 3 afternoons with her this week, and she was lovely company each time.
Last night, she even took me out to Antonio's.
Antonio's? Well, that's right down by my office. Why didn't you guys call?
Holly did call. She said somebody said you weren't there.
But I was.
Oh, well, I guess it was just a mix-up. But the point...
Solve this problem.
How? You gonna take me to the top of the stairs again?
You think I don't want you here, huh? Well, this is my home, and a man's home is his castle, and in this castle, I'm the king. Capiche?
He's talking nonsense. He must have got hold of the drop in the broom closet.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I want you to move in.
You mean that?
No.
Ah, too bad you said it.
You're having a bumper crop.
And I'm expecting more rain.
How you just stop that?
Blanche, Blanche, think about it. Would it really be so bad if you and Jerry just had a platonic relationship?
Rose, I already have friends I don't have sex with. You guys.
Now shut up and get into bed.
Amen.
Nice work, Dorothy.
Wasn't me.
A man? You know, a man.
No.
Yes.
What about your father? You mean you never saw your father?
My father? Oh, no, my father? Oh.
Well, I might. You want me to take a look?
Forget it.
Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you like that. I'm just a little uncomfortable here.
Helps if you stuff newspapers under the mattress.
Well, that's not what I meant. I was talking about being here at the shelter.
This is your first.
All right, what is this all about?
He's dead.
Blanche, calm down. This is undoubtedly just another part of the mystery weekend.
Oh, yeah? He looks pretty dead to me. She told me we were going to a resort. We pull up to this place that looks like the Bates Motel. And two goons in white coats drag me inside, and for the next year and a half, I'm forced to make lanyards against my will.
Ma, you know that's not how it was.
You're right. Sometimes they force me to make moccasins. No thanks. Not again.
Now, look, Ma, we have to talk about the money.
Don't worry, pussycat. Your sister and brother don't have to know anything about this.
Ma, I want you to promise that you'll send this money back to the government.
They're not good with money. They can't handle it. They spend $400 for a toilet seat.